Hey, this is a quick and dirty brain-friendly session for remembering the lyrics to I Vow to Thee, My Country, verse 1. It also may help you with ways to remember which musical phrasing goes in which place. I know for me singing the tenor part, we have several musical phrases that are repeated, and I've highlighted those in yellow whenever they appear in the music. And there's another set in blue that appears a couple of times. And then we have the purple chunk that appears a couple of times. The highlighting has helped me remember which bit goes where, because otherwise it's a little like a Gregorian chant, where it's kind of similar stuff over and over, but it's hard to remember when you go up a tiny step and when you go down a tiny step. How that relates to the lyrics is use the same color coding in the images. So do something that works better for you. Here's what I've got. Got a wedding band, and that's colored yellow because the first verse is the I vow to thee, my country. And then we knock over the camera. Sorry. So we have the yellow I vow to thee and my country. There it is. It's Britain. See that tiny little thing? I've even done a red dot on it so you can tell it's Britain. And then the next part of the song is highlighted in blue because it's the blue phrasing. So I've drawn the blue world. And for all earthly things above, I was having trouble remembering the word all. So the wedding ring and this arrow, you notice, are made out of bricks, like a wall. So I vow to thee, my country, wall, earthly things above. And you can tell it's above because the arrow points upwards. And what's the arrow doing? Oh no, it's going right into a tire and making a big hole in it, and the arrow's going out of the tire. But the word tire helps me remember entire. And what's a tire got in the middle of it? And hole. And it's perfect. Service of my love. How can I remember that? Well, we've got a tennis racket, and it's in purple, because that's the color of the next highlighted phrase in the music. So, I vow to thee, my country, all earthly things above, with our arrow pointing up, entire and whole and perfect, the service of my love. And you'll notice throughout it's almost always the love, the service. The is the big article more than I or my or a. Then what happens after the service of my love? It's the love that asks no questions. So I don't know if you can see it. I've drawn a tiny axe. The love that stands the test. So I have love this time with a pair of legs on it standing. And in case you have trouble remembering what it stands, I've drawn a tiny pair of testes on the heart. So the love that asks no questions, the love that stands the test. That lays upon, and then see the tennis racket is hitting these things into the air with the service. Hitting them into the air. Where do they land? Well, this is a Lay's potato chip. And actually it's a hat made of a Lay's potato chip. Hat lays upon the altar. You can see your altar here. The dearest, because that's what a deer looks like, and it's wearing a vest. The dearest and the best. Then we get back into a phrase where it's the same in the music a few times. So I've colored this in yellow. This altar leads onto a set of steps, and whoops, there's a heart that is faltering down those steps with lots of yellow whoops, whoops, whoops lines as the heart goes rolling down the steps. And bam, at the bottom, big red heart transmuted into big red lips on the face of Katie Price, the love that pays the price. And her face is blue because musically that line is part of the, well, I just highlighted it in blue in the music, so I just did it the same way everywhere through. And we all know what Katie Price is known for? Cakes. Okay, that's a way to remember the word makes, because I have trouble coming up with a good image for makes, so I usually use cakes. Undaunted. Daunted is a little like gauntlet, so she's got a sword and she's got a gauntlet on it. And notice the love that pays the price is the blue phrasing, and then we go back to the yellow, so I know it's the yellow music. And lastly, we go into the purple phrasing for the final sacrifice. So we have Katie's holding a purple dagger with blood coming down from it. Oh, how grisly! So, I should have set this up before, but I did say it was going to be quick and dirty. Hang on, I'm just going to play I Vow to Thee. And you just have to deal with the tenor part, folks. Oh, hang on, I've screwed that up. Okay. I've chased all earthly things above, entire and whole and perfect, the service of my love. The love that asks no questions, the love that stands the test, that lays upon the altar the purest and the best. The love that pays the price, the love that makes undaunted the final sacrifice. And you'll be singing it a lot better than that. Sorry about the quality, folks. I'm hunched over at a desk trying to keep track of the pictures. Hope that's useful. Bye.